Alright, so very strange video today, mainly because it's going to be on my phone. It shouldn't be too long. Kind of weird this is the video will be coming out today, but I kind of want to talk a little bit about the sort of 12 days thing we did. Which, to be clear, it ends tomorrow. I do have a video idea for tomorrow. We'll see what happens there. Um, yeah, no. So, a while back, I decided because I don't release videos too often, I was going to do a 12 days of videos for Christmas, starting from Christmas Day up until the 6th of January. And for the most part, we did it. The last two videos here are going to be probably the weakest ones. I haven't been able to sit down and like properly get times to do audio recording stuff of that nature. Also, wondering why my hair is like this. I was wearing a hat all day. Um, but yeah, I'm basically burned out by this point. 100%. That's it. It was a fun 12 days. For, well, 11 days. 12. Tomorrow will be another day I go to work and then get off work and then I'll record a video. A fun 12 days for the most part, but yeah, no, I'm genuinely feeling that burnout by this point. To be fair, I didn't even do too much of the work, but I think it was because of the all day stream on Monday for New Year's, combined with all the recordings, several hours going into that. That yeah, I'm just like kind of like I just feel a little burned out. Also because of the New Vegas video having to edit that one. But so overall, we got practically almost the entirety. I think almost the entirety of a season of Protagonist Swap done in 2 weeks. Don't expect new videos in the future or anytime soon. We're all taking a break from content. Well, I don't know about Kyle, but for the most part, Protagonist Swaps will probably be taking a break for a while. I think Mainland's going to take a break from content creation since he basically helped carry this along significantly. Which thank you, Mainland, if you watch this later. Yeah, so I didn't really have any plans for the videos, unfortunately, and some plans I did have, like High School DxD book reviews, just didn't come to pass. We were able to get one fully edited video, but I spent the entirety of New Year's Eve editing the New Vegas video. Like I recorded the audio that day, and I edited that whole video in that day. I started from like 10 a.m. in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, and it could have been better. Overall, I was satisfied with the video that came out. Didn't get a lot of views. They never really do. But yeah, no, so overall, it was rather interesting. Definitely Mangler was an MVP for these ones with the protagonist swaps for sure. Otherwise, you guys would have been getting. I think I still would have done protagonist swaps, but it probably would have been Aatrox through God of War at that point because that would be the easiest one I could do since that's the one I remember. If push comes to shove, I might do that one tomorrow. We'll see what happens, but probably not. Thing is, I want to just give like a little retrospect, a little like post perspective of doing the 12 videos. They were fine, but I definitely think the quality could have been improved significantly because there was another video planned as well for the 12 days that for sure won't happen. But that was me and Kyle's Metal Gear video, which hopefully that'll come out this month still because we already have more or less everything ready. I just gotta fucking get the scans for him and give him the fucking squares. But yeah, no. We would spend like a 3 hour, 2 or 3 hours a day recording the protagonist swaps, and then we would just upload it, and then we would just wait till it releases. A few mistakes along the way, because I did release the Dante protagonist swap first, part 2, then part 1. And yeah. Honestly, if I was more in my home, but I've been moving around paying bills and taking care of like car, smog checks, stuff of that nature, we probably would have had more videos, more actual videos to work with. But unfortunately, things didn't quite line up that way. Thankfully, we did get mainly protagonist swaps out and only roughly like 3 Zims rants. Yeah, overall, the protagonist swaps were fun. They were fine. Recording with Mangler's always fine, and the videos always turned out pretty solid in my opinion. Apparently, there were significant audio issues in the last one, and while there were some audio issues, I think that just kind of comes with the Mangler video. If I'm being honest, I don't necessarily think that's a thing that's unique to those videos in particular. We got one fully edited How Powerful video out, which my goodness, that one was fucking draining. Oh man. And yeah, overall, I'm actually surprised we even pulled it off in general because yeah, even though like several of my videos are kind of like a little cheap on the cheaper side for sure, like this one for example, still 12 videos, and for a channel like this one, which doesn't release content all that often, like we release a YouTube video every now and again, but you don't really expect a YouTube video. You don't really expect like 3 or 4 YouTube videos back to back. You expect more live streams than YouTube videos. But no, we managed to pull it off. I probably could have done some more work during the live streams, but it was kind of hard to keep track of chat and then do other things. And also, my brother never told me an audio program that could let me edit during the streams. Oh, what the heck is that? Ooh, gross. Yeah, no, we did the protagonist swaps. A lot of fun. I've never touched Call of Duty before, or at least Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, so learning about those was kind of interesting. I remember Mangler streaming it a while back, and that's about as far as I know there. Dante's Inferno, MGR, and the first set of protagonist swaps I was much more familiar with, which is also kind of an interesting idea to work with the protagonist swaps as just singular games. Definitely not a bad idea, but a little interesting that we gave that a shot, and I think it turned out fine. Although it's definitely going to be a little interesting if we do that premise again, specifically because of how many characters we're going to need to fill that off. Because for the most part, this season of Protagonist Swap has just been singular games back to back. And while it's not necessarily a bad thing, it does mean we'd have to do more games and more characters to fill in the protagonist swaps. Which, not too eye-opening, but like I'll have to keep that in mind when we do another season going forward. I did not have a lot of time to research the games beforehand because, again, New Year's, Christmas, all that stuff was going on. So there was that. The New Vegas video, I got that one out finally. That journey is over. I had a lot of fun making it. I was actually gonna do a behind the scenes about it, but I'll just give my thoughts here a little bit about it. I had fun making it, but fuck me, was that exhausting. And Mangler also came in clutch there as well, because the footage you see on the screen is not from me, it's from Mangler. Because my footage for the game has my face on it from the live streams, and I was like, Mangler, you have New Vegas, right? Just fucking play New Vegas for like 20 minutes, and I'll just take the footage and put it behind the scenes. If Pimp Demon didn't want it for New Year's, I would have spent more time I would have put some audio behind the scenes. I would have probably tried to get more content appropriate backgrounds rather than just having. I forgot what vault he was in, but he was in the Fiend's vault specifically. But yeah, no. So ended up spending some of New Year's Eve with Mangler, and that was fun. And then afterwards, yeah, everything else was just protagonist swaps. We did some God of War videos. I gave my thoughts on God of War scaling, and I gave my thoughts on God of War's Greeks versus Norse. Really, that was actually a lot of fun. I think Mangler's still wrong. I think Ares takes the fight against Tyr, but overall, that was a really fun video. I don't know if that'll be the end of our God of War videos for now. I think it probably will be. I don't think Mangler has any interest in going back to God of War. I don't think Kyle cares, and I personally don't really care either at this point. We've been doing this character for over a year. Devil will be streaming Ragnarok, I think, at some point for Valhalla, but that's different. Like watching him play Valhalla is not the same as making a video on it. Beyond that, yeah, I think that was about it. I'd give my thoughts on the individual protagonist swaps, but honestly, it's kind of all of a blur now at this point. Although I do remember some complaints about audio, because I think in the Dante one's a two-parter, and the reason it's a two-parter is because out of nowhere my mom started coming in and making all this loud-ass noise, and Mangler was like freaking like, okay, well, I told Mangler, okay, well, I should go because it sounds like she's not leaving, and it's going to ruin the audio. And he was like, all right, we'll just meet up later and take care of it. And we did meet up later that day to take care of it, if I remember correctly. Thing is, though, is he wanted to splice it together, and unfortunately I recorded the first half on my laptop over here, and the second half was recorded over there, so I couldn't really splice it the way he wanted to within a quick enough time frame. Which I actually was very much tempted to just release them as two videos, like as in part 1 is one video, part 2 is another video, because I think both protagonist swaps there come out to like an hour and 30. I think each one's like 40 minutes. I could be wrong on that one. But that could have easily been a two-parter, which is why I actually put in the description that if push comes to shove, that will count as two. I don't think it will, but honestly, it's probably the last major video that's going to happen in this sort of like cycle of 12 videos. Because the next video I'm going to be talking about is either going to be Aatrox through God of War, which shouldn't take all that long, or it's going to be discussing Japanese guidebooks a little bit, actually, because I've been meaning to talk about these for a while now, just in general, not even so much as a, not even so much as a like sort of like specifics, just more of like stuff that's in them versus stuff that doesn't really tend to appear in the English guidebooks. But before I do that, I want to double check my guidebooks over there because I haven't even opened my Cyberpunk guidebook. I have opened the Nier Automata one, but that video will be over there, and I'll be discussing the English guidebooks and what they have versus the Japanese ones, and give some differences and pointers of what Japanese have versus English. At least in my experience with Fist of the North Star guidebooks, which ultimately is I think all my guidebooks, because I do have a Kenichi guidebook, but haven't gone through it yet because got this fucking behemoth over here to take care of first. But yeah. But overall, no, I just feel fucking not exhausted. It's not the right word. Like sort of mentally drained, I think is the right word. Just a lot of videos and a lot of content being produced. At the rate it was, just kind of really just took me out of it. Thankfully, though, it's all said and done. Unfortunately, I did pay for the AIs, so I might try and get another video or two, probably another video before the AI membership is up again. But we'll see what happens. Beyond that, though, I don't think the month of January might have too many videos of anything. Someone was asking for the versus matchup thematics for Toki versus Itachi, so I might make a video about that. That won't be tomorrow's video though. Tomorrow's video is just gonna be another like rant-esque video, similar to this one. It's just that I didn't feel like it's kind of late, and I want to make sure I get this out on time, so I'm gonna upload it from my phone and move on from there. But yeah, overall that's about the whole situation as it stands. And that's about it. There's not really too much else to say at this point. It was fun. It was draining. Mangler definitely carried for quite a portion of this. We had some fun live streams in between here and now. We had a 9-hour Halo Wars stream where we actually beat the game on Legendary. The boy carrying. You can check for yourself. The game agreed I was carrying. And yeah, I can't really think of too much else to say at this point. Just kind of like a little bit of a post. Not like technically a post scenario, but technically there's one more video tomorrow, but that should be pretty easy if I'm being honest. If that video doesn't come out, I probably will be doing a more direct behind the scenes for a New Vegas video, just to talk about the more detailed process behind that. Because those edited videos, I kind of feel like making it behind the scenes, just because I want to talk about how difficult it was, or just going over how much audio I had to record. I actually did, I think, make a behind the scenes for the other side video. Kind of wrong on that one. So at any rate, just kind of some rambling thoughts post the 12 videos thing. Again, technically not done yet, but I'm going to say technically not done yet because I already said in the Dante video I'd count that as 2. So if a video doesn't come tomorrow, I technically made it 12. So, but I'll try to have one more video tomorrow. So with that said, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. And I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody.